walk his daughter down the aisle. Now my knees start to tremble as I tell the preacher, don't she look beautiful tonight? All the wonderful words in my head I've been thinking, you know I wanna say them all just right. I lift your veil, angels start singing, such a heavenly.
That first morning when we locked eyes, I made a vow you'd be mine. Every season we may sway, we're together all the way, all the way, all the way. We're together all the way. I'm still yours and you're still mine, through the fading ends of time. Despite the burdens deep below, I'll be with you as you go. All the way, all the way. I'll be with you.
Please be seated.
All the way. Where you lay is where I'll lay. I'll be with you all the way.
Around Christmas time, Bryanna and Daniel asked me to officiate their wedding. At the moment, I was honored and gratefully accepted. Then I got home and had some time to think on it and had a bit of an internal freak out. This, of course, will be my first wedding to officiate. I just really hope I don't ruin such an important day for them. All this to say, please bear with me and please laugh at my jokes, or this is going to just get real awkward. I have known Bryanna for quite some time now. She and my wife went to nursing school together and have been friends ever since. And all the time that's passed, I have watched Bryanna live a lot of life. Lots of good times and some bad. We have celebrated and cried, but I always knew no matter the obstacles, Bryanna, with her heart of gold, would find someone deserving of her love. And one day, not so long ago, after some time on the dreaded dating apps, Bryanna told me about a guy she had met for coffee. She told me he was wearing boots and a flannel, so she thought she could work with that, despite the mullet. Their date lasted for hours, and the conversation was easy and comfortable. Coffee continued to be quite the theme for their relationship. When a nurse on night shift and a firefighter start dating, it's hard to find some time together. And let me tell you, the way to almost any nurse's heart is through coffee. Well, Daniel must have known this too, because he would drive all the way to Dallas just to make sure Bryanna had her coffee. You see, for a relationship to flourish and grow, it really is about the little things you do for one another. Lavish, grandiose trips and gestures are great, but doing the small things day to day to let your partner know you're thinking of them is really the foundation to any relationship. As I watch their relationship continue to grow, to evolve and grow, so I see Bryanna and Daniel doing the extra little things for one another. They have become each other's best friends. Marriage is such a beautiful thing, and it's made even more special, in my humble opinion, when you marry your very best friend. Who wouldn't want to hike through life, or maybe get stuck on the side of a mountain, with your very best friend by your side? Daniel and Bryanna, I have been honored to watch your love grow and mature. I love you guys. Now let's get you married.
You first.
I go first? Oh dear. Okay. Daniel, how sweet it is to reminisce in the good morning ma'am that started all of this. And a month later, we meet at brunch, sit there for 3 hours, nearly making me late for work. Such an impression, including the mullet. And then weeks later, I'm telling my mom, I'm gonna marry this man. 2 years later, I'm here. I feel like I've known you for a decade. You've taught me more about love, appreciation, growth, and perseverance than I thought possible. You taught me how to live my life, not simply survive it. I'm going to try every day to show you how much I've learned from you, how you inspire me to dream big, be passionate, and enjoy every moment. I promise to love you more than I did the day before, to show my appreciation for you in any way I know how, and give you everything I have to offer. From surprise notes, hugs, and back scratches, cherishing your big dreams, to turning off every single light switch you manage to turn on in the house. I promise to never let you face this world alone. I'll always hold your hand, to guide you or to follow you, to let you know I'm here or that I need you. Maybe I just want to, or to secretly keep you from throwing apples on the ground. Regardless, I'll never let your hand go. The challenges and adventures we will see are meant to be shared. I promise to navigate and embrace each one with you, by your side. I promise to grow with you, to push you and believe in you, even when you don't. We've seen how great change is when we can grow and push together. I've learned that on the rare occasion that I'm wrong, you will still love me anyway. So I promise that when you also mess up, drive us over a mountain in a 2-wheel drive truck in the middle of the night in the rain, I'll still love you when we get to the bottom. And when we fight and disagree, I'm still going to be here in your corner. I promise to always love you, continue to be curious of you, and work to learn you, to date you, and to finish your sentences when your English goes way off. I promise to appreciate our moments of laughter, pranks, and I told you so's. I promise, even when things get dark, to still shed some light with my highly inappropriately timed dad jokes. And I promise to try to make every day a little bit brighter, forever and always. When we started this, you brought me dinner in the ambulance bay. My friends started calling you my biscuit boy. You since promoted to a few times to the Notebook, fiance. But of all the names, titles that I've called you, I'm honored and proud to stand here and call you my husband. Show me up.
Hers is a lot longer than mine.
Sorry.
Bryanna, since the day I met you, we have shared this amazing connection to which I have had a hard time describing, but will always work to show it. A connection that can be found nowhere else but with you. Since that day, you have been my rock, my best friend, my teacher at times, and my confidant at others. You have yet to run and have always been by my side. So I'm here to tell you, I also will never run. I, Daniel, take you, Bryanna, to be my partner in life, yes, crime included, to be my best friend, and to be my wife. I vow to always continue to strengthen our bond of loyalty, honesty, laughter, respect, and gratitude. A bond that will last a lifetime and then some. I vow to love you forever and always. I vow to be faithful and supportive in all of your endeavors and dreams. I vow to make you and our new family my priority. I will be yours in plenty and in want, in sickness and in health, through rags and through riches, which we'll never get there, in failure and in triumph. I vow to nurture the foundation that we have created and to consistently build to strengthen that foundation. I vow to listen to understand instead of listening to respond, because we all know I like to talk. I vow to always be your concert date. I commit to our future and any and all uncertainties and challenges that we may face. We will face them together. From this moment forward, with you by my side, I promise to always live up to these vows that I make today. I promise to be the best husband, father, son-in-law, and brother that I can be. I promise to give you the best future that I can. I pledge to hold these Promises and vows near and dear to my heart for the rest of my life until death do us part. Love, your husband.
You're so official.
Thanks. I try.
Now, never mind, that's what I was going to say.
Oh, yeah. I said I promised to hold his hand.
Daniel, do you take Bryanna to be your wife?
Absolutely, I do.
Bryanna, do you take Daniel to be your husband?
Yes.
May I have the rings? Daniel, take this ring and place it on Bryanna's finger and repeat after me. Bryanna, I give you this ring
Bryanna, I give you this ring
as a symbol of the promise I made to you today.
as a symbol to a promise that I make to you today.
You can put it on.
The end or
Yeah, you gonna have to
something.
wiggle it on there. There you go.
Bryanna.
Oh, my turn.
Bryanna, take this ring and place it on Daniel's finger and repeat after me. Daniel, I give you this ring
Daniel, I give you this ring
as a symbol of the promise
as a symbol of the promise
I made to you today.
I made to you today.
By the power invested in me by some sketchy website, I now pronounce you husband and wife. You may kiss the bride. Family and friends, it is my honor to introduce to you Mr. and Mrs. Tubbs.
They think that I'm talking foolish. You've heard that I'm wild and I'm free. You may wonder how I can promise you now. Love that I feel for you always will mean. You're not just time that I'm killing. I'm no longer one of those guys. Sure as I live, it's love that